Vanaras are one of the significant characters in Ramayana. As per described in Ramayana, Vanaras are special species of humans that looked like monkeys. Ramayana never mentioned Vanaras as monkeys. These species were dominant in southern part of India and ruled South India, including Thailand, Myanmar, Malaysia, Indonesia, etc. What does Vanaras mean? Vanaras is a Sanskrit word having two parts. One means forest and Nara means human. So the literal meaning, humans who lived in forests. Vanaras were definitely not monkeys, since monkey is called as Vanakapi or Kapi or Markata in Sanskrit. Why finding evidences of Neanderthal man is difficult in India? Archaeological and scientific evolutionary studies says Neanderthal was a species that inhabited Europe, Africa and Western Asia, starting some 230,000 years ago. Neanderthal man had a hyoid bone which enabled them to speak and look like humans very closely. Though some evidences of Neanderthal man was found in Indus Valley civilizations. As Indians follow a very long cultural tradition of burning bodies after death, no matter if they were animals, finding any solid evidences of ancient times is not so easy. Besides, bones in Indian peninsula decay in few thousands of years. This makes it even more difficult to find traces of Neanderthals man in India. Description mentioned in Ramayana matches with the anthropological modern day descriptions of Neanderthals except the features of tail. Both Vanaras and Neanderthal had sloping foreheads, hairy bodies, protruding jawbones, etc. The reason why modern day anthropologists didn't find a tail was because the tail of Vanaras was boneless and hence decomposed within few years. If you read the description of Vanara kingdom, Kishikinda, then you will find that it clearly resembles a network of connected underground mountain caves. This is what the modern day anthropologists say about Neanderthals men who lived in caves. Obviously, Vanaras were physically different than Manvas, that is humans, but definitely they were not monkeys. Actually, the problem with most anthropologists and historians is that since Vanaras don't exist today, they are trying to imagine Vanaras in terms of something or somebody they know or have seen and hence compare them with Homo erectus and Neanderthals men. Maybe they were a different species altogether. Evidences from Ramayana that Vanaras were Neanderthals men. According to Ramayana, Vanaras existed all around in the world, but were dominant in Kishikinda kingdom, near Hampi in Karnataka. The head of Vanara's king, Sugriva, summoned Vanaras from all over the world to join the Lord Rama army in South India. When Rama decided to attack Lanka, Vanaras came from regions like Himalayas, Vindhyas, Madhya Pradesh, Meru in Tibet, etc. Valmiki also explicitly stated that Vanaras came from far-off places where the sun always shines or is always set, that is polar regions. Since no evidence of Vanaras are found anywhere in the world, Valmiki clearly stated that Vanaras had traits of monkeys. He referred to members of Vanara's army as Kapi Kunjara, which in Sanskrit means elephant-sized monkeys. He also said that Vanaras were not like normal small monkeys, but a different species of monkey, having a strong physique and traits of monkeys like Neanderthal man. He also used terms like Nityam, Asthira, Chitta, means one whose mind changes frequently, and Kapitam, Anavastitam, which means one who cannot stay in one place for a moment. Both these qualities show traits of a monkey. Ramayana also says about bear-like man, Yetis. In Ramayana, there is a mention of a bear-like man named Jamavant, which is similar to Yetis in other parts of the world. Yetis are also known as snowmen, said to be found in icy regions of the world. There are many stories based on such characters, though no fossils have been found to prove their presence. In Sanskrit, bear is called as Bhaluka, and hence Jamavant was definitely not bear, but resembled very closely to bears, just like Vanaras resemble monkeys. Evidences from Mahabharata that Vanaras were Neanderthals men. In Mahabharata also, when Lord Krishna met Jambavant from Ramayana, Lord Krishna says that Jambavant is one of the last surviving creatures of its kind. Lord Krishna also says that since his species have vanished, he is not welcomed in society anymore. Jambavant was blessed with long life by Lord Rama. Lord Hanuman was also blessed with immortality by Lord Krishna. Thus, he was also the last among the Vanaras. Mahabharata, history of 3rd millennium, 3076 BC, validates the fact that Vanaras and Yetis, like species, have become extinct. Also, it confirms the existence of Lord Rama and all species mentioned in Ramayana. If sage Vyasa intended to write a fictional story of war between Pandavas and Kauravas, why would he mention about Jambavant? This shows that Ramayana is a very ancient history of India, which made its ways to other civilizations in America, Asia, and Europe, etc. Ramayana and Mahabharata are Indian history, not mythology. Ramayana and Mahabharata are referred to as itihasas, history in ancient historical records, not stories. Even 18 Puranas, which means story of ancient times, confirms the details mentioned in Mahabharata and Ramayana. Valmiki or sage Vyasa never said they were writing stories. There is no need to detail out geographical locations, astronomical data, and chronological orders, etc. in fictional stories. Ancient Indians never had the tradition of writing stories since they were never short of real-life heroes. There is no contradiction in Ramayana and Mahabharata. Some of the Western authors declared Ramayana as having contradiction. Just because Valmiki in one place referred Vanaras as monkeys and other place as human-like monkeys, it doesn't contradict anything. Mercury is both an element as well as planet. It has dual meaning and hence its symbolism depends upon the situation. Why modern science doesn't believe in Ramayana and Mahabharata? Science cannot approve the historicity of Ramayana since it says about talking conscious vultures, monkeys, etc., all of which shows a reverse evolution. That is, ancient humans were more advanced and conscious than present humans. Also, Indian scriptures state the degrading level of yugas, and hence humans in Kali Yuga, present age, are spiritually and consciously less advanced. This is the fact scientists are finding hard to digest, as they believe they are superior and more advanced than all preceding humans. Problem with most scientists is that they try to fit everything into the current set of theories, and if they find anything which doesn't fit in current scenario, they discard it. In 1st century AD, Earth was regarded as the center of the static universe, but today, universe having no center is said to be over-expanding. People usually say, we follow a blind faith or religion, but there are many scientific theories that are totally crap and were believed as true few centuries ago. Believe in science, but comprehend the fact that everything written in scientific books are not proven science. Vedic culture existed everywhere in the world. Evidences of Vedic culture are found in places as far as Russia, Europe, and America. Recently, 1500-year-old Vishnu idol was excavated in Russia. Historian wrongly claims that Vedic culture existed only in India. Geography in Vedic texts covered entire earth and not just India. In a Vedic text, Arctic region is called as Elavrata Varsha, but today nobody knows Arctic region by that name. All the European languages have linguistic roots in Sanskrit. Other Western authors tried their best to show misrepresenting facts and false theories like Aryan invasion theory, but ultimately the truth came out and Vedic civilization has been proved native to India. No other texts except Indian ancient texts talks about history beyond 10,000 BC. Theory of evolution is false. Evolution theories says chimpanzees, gorillas and monkeys are our ancestors, all of which exists today, which only some of the chimpanzees, gorillas and monkeys evolved as men, while others remained as it is. Darwin derived a theory seeing some adaptation happening in an isolated island in one of the species. He created a generic theory and applied it on all animals. Modern-day anthropologists have found skeletal remains of both Neanderthals and Homo sapiens at the same sites dating back to the same time period. This confirms the fact that different species of humans coexisted. Actually, there is nothing like evolution, only there is adaptation. All species that adapted to the environmental changes around them survived, while all other species became extinct.